Good morning, everyone. So, this video is all about UGC NET examination. So, University Grant Commission National Eligibility Test, that is UGC NET or NTA UGC NET, is a national level exam conducted to determine the eligibility of candidate for only assistant professor or both junior research fellowship and assistant professor post in Indian universities and colleges. So every year this exam is held twice in a year, in month of June and also in the month of December. So for this exam you need a master degree and the age limit is 30 years. In 2023, the UGC NET was conducted and number of registered candidates were 9,45,872. Number of candidates appeared for the exam was 6,95,928 and total qualified candidates were 58,794. And the candidate that was qualified for the assistant professor were 53,762 and candidate qualified for both JRF and assistant professors were 5,032. So as I mentioned that candidate qualified for both JRF and assistant professor is 5,032. In this 5,032, there is also one of my friend who have qualified both the JRF and assistant professor. His name is Bappaditya Mahata and he is now with us in this video and he is going to tell us about more in detail about JRF and NET UGC. So hello Bappa.
Hello.
Okay, so welcome and thanks for joining this call.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Okay, so Bappa, in this video, I'm going to ask you few questions that you have to answer. So we will have just a informal talk here, so that this video will be helpful for the upcoming students.
Yes, sure.
Okay, so Bappa has cleared the UGC NET JRF and assistant professor in social work. So I wanted to know, Bappa, tell me something about the strategy for paper 1.
So for paper one, the questions are simple, but the main thing about paper one is time management. So like you have to plan your time for each question. And for paper one, like try to follow a particular teacher or something on YouTube videos or particular mentor on online. So I try to follow those things for paper one. And so there are different units in paper one syllabus. If you go through the syllabus for UGC NET, there are different units in paper one. So like I will suggest ki try to focus on your strong areas and that will help you score more. And also there are some commonly asked questions from the previous year questions. So by going through the previous year question, you can go through some common questions. So based on those common questions, you can come to some common concepts. So common concepts are also repeated. So if you read those concepts, questions might come in common, and try to attempt all questions. That was the strategy for paper one. And also, you can refer to the book called by KVS Madan for paper one using it.
Is there any negative marking for this paper?
Till December 2023, there was no negative marking. Let's wait for the upcoming guideline.
Okay, okay. So now can you tell me about the strategy paper 2?
So paper two was social work for me. So paper two is 200 marks and paper one was 100 marks. Paper two is subject specific, like I had social work, so my questions were related to social work only. So for paper two, I went through old question papers. So based on your understanding of the old question papers, you will understand what is the question patterns, what are the different concepts that are repeated over time. So different concepts are very important, like days, books, authors, articles in constitution, acts, and all these things. So these things might come in like MCQ, match the column. So based on your understanding of old papers, you can understand which concepts are getting repeated, what type of questions are getting repeated, and also try to prepare your own notes topic wise. Like there will be topics in the syllabus for paper two. Try to prepare your own notes also. And so there was a book of Arihant. I was referring that book only, and I tried to do the previous year questions, the practice questions. So what I did was I tried to solve the questions first. So by solving the questions first, you will understand which concepts and which topics you have to give more importance to. Because if you go through all the means notes, if you go through all the content, it will be a vast syllabus, vast content. So going through that content will be very difficult for you. So I will suggest, and what I did was I went through the old papers, old questions, and I was able to understand the topics that are repeated, and those topics were more focused when I was reading it or when I was making the notes. And also NDA website also has different mock tests also. You can also try to give those mock tests to see your time management and all these things. Also YouTube videos also you can refer, like there is a YouTube channel called CP Yadav classes. So you can also refer to YouTube videos of other YouTubers also. Yeah.
Yeah, really YouTube videos and following YouTube videos in a series really help. Okay, thank you, Bappa, for sharing this. So now let's give some important tips for the upcoming student. What important tips you have to give for the upcoming student?
So if there is no negative marking in the next exam also, try to attempt all the questions and try to give mock tests more, like to see how much time you're taking for each question. Because if there is no negative marking, attempting all questions is also important. And also, what I did for my preparation and what I did for my exam was try to skip lengthy questions. So what happens is if there is a very big question, you try to give it more time, and if you are not able to answer it, your you become feel more low. So try to skip lengthy questions for the last and try to attempt the simple questions or the one line questions first. Because if you're giving one lengthy question more time, it will take the amount of time for three small questions, and each question has same marks. So try to attempt smaller questions first that you can easily answer and read and answer. So that's it. And try to study your mistakes, like when you're giving mock test, what is the wrong answer you're giving, try to rectify that also. Yeah, and that's
Okay. So, as Bappa, you were doing your master's in Tata Institute of Social Science, Tuljapur. So, how you manage the time and what strategy did you follow to crack the exam while doing your master's?
honestly speaking, I did not give that much uh, specified time ki this much time I'm sitting for this exam every day, like allotted time. I did not give that particular like allotted time each day to prepare for it, but it was like a spontaneous process. Like I was doing masters in social work, so it was kind of part of my curriculum only. So it was part I saw it as a part of my curriculum only. And based on that, I was just uh, doing my class properly, and I was trying to go through the two books already told you about. And I did not like allowed a proper time each day, like this much time for the exam or something, but it was like a spontaneous, like going through process. Yeah.
So, the books that Bappa has mentioned, I will give the links in the my description box, and also about the different updates that we will get, we will update in the description box. So, do check the description box and follow for more updates and subscribe my channel. And if you will like this video or this video is helpful for you, then please share this video. If you are the one, then it's fine. But if you know someone who is preparing for the UGC NET this year, so please share this video to them. Okay. And if you have any queries or any doubts or you have any other questions, then you can comment below. Thank you, Bappa, for sharing such valuable insights. Okay. And thanks for giving your precious time for this video. Okay, then
Yeah.
this all for today's video.